What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Arande here, and I have a different video for you guys. And this is what my channel gonna be all about, because I know a lot of you guys like this particular type of style of let's say channels, and I honestly like doing this as well. And on my old YouTube channel, I also used to do this, so I'm gonna do it again on this channel, and that will be me. If you guys didn't see my post, I will be starting to do the news on this channel now, because all the other stuff I was doing really didn't work. And again, I really like doing the news, so I hope you guys enjoy these type of videos. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this topic. I find this to be kind of weird, especially what's been going on with Venezuela and the recent capture of their president. For those who don't know, I'm pretty sure everybody knows, like, all around the globe now, but the United States did a military strike, if I'm not mistaken, on Saturday, like early Saturday night. I mean, late Saturday night or early Sunday morning. I think it was late Saturday night. The United States, or early Saturday morning, one of them, but the United States did a strike on Venezuela, launched a massive attack on them. If I'm not mistaken, mainly targeting Caracas. I could be saying it wrong, but I think it's pronounced Caracas, which is the country capital of Venezuela. Then later on, captured their leader, which is Maduro, Nicolas Maduro. And as we see, it's causing issues already. Some countries already not liking it, and some people is also not really liking it. And then as of Wednesday, January 7th, this article came out. And it's coming from CNN, and this was updated at 7:38 Eastern Standard Time, Wednesday, January 7th, 2026. So this headline reads, as you guys can see, U.S. seizes Russian flag tanker and a second Venezuela-linked ship. So we go down here, and the article reads, the U.S. today seized two oil tankers linked to Venezuela, including a Russia flag vessel, authorities said. President Donald Trump is not afraid to continue seizing sanctioned oil tankers despite concern that it could ratchet up tensions with Russia and China, the White House said. And then it goes down here, and it says the administration has outlined demands that Venezuela must agree in order to resume oil production. Two senior White House officials told CNN they include cutting ties with China, Iran, Russia, and Cuba, and agreeing to partner exclusively with the U.S. on oil production. So there you have it, folks. The United States seized a Russian-flagged oil tanker and, if I'm not mistaken, a Venezuela ship as well. Honestly, I don't know how much more these other countries, I say Russia, is going to take of the United States, basically, taking what they think is like theirs. We know we're not good with Russia. We know Russia don't like us. We do not like Russia. And then also we know Cuba is not too far from Florida. And we remember we had a few years ago, there was a situation with a bunch of Russian, if I'm not mistaken, warships was going to Cuba, and it was coming too close to the United States, mainly off Florida, and it was causing a lot of issues and stuff like that. But they were saying they was going to Cuba. I think they was doing some training or something like that. This happened a few years ago. Some of you guys, or a lot of you guys, probably remember that. And mind you, we just got into 2026. A lot of people was hoping 2026 would have started off, been a better year than versus what happened in 2025. Because 2025 was, yes, it was a hectic year with certain things that happened. But I'm pretty sure it caught you guys off surprise, because it caught me off surprise too. Well, it caught me off guard. I'm sorry about that. But it caught me off guard when I heard the United States struck Venezuela. We all basically knew it was going to happen, because there would have been a lot of talks that was going to happen. The United States was going to strike Venezuela, and some people is saying that this is because, well, a lot of people are saying it's not just that they wanted the president removed, it's also because of the oil in Venezuela. And mind you, Russia is in the war right now with Ukraine, and this war, if I'm not mistaken, been going on since 2022. And there's been so many peace deal plans that kept being gone on over and over and over again. And it seemed like we're not really getting anywhere, but they saying we are getting somewhere. But this war is still going on. People are still suffering over there in Ukraine and in Russia too, because obviously Ukraine, when when one country strikes, the next country retaliates. That's just how these wars go. And then we also know the situations that's been going on in the Middle East, especially with Israel and Iran, and then Israel and Gaza. Those issues over there is also something else. And then we have our own issues over here in the United States with ICE and the migrants and stuff like that. And I'm afraid that things are just going to get worse, because we're in the middle of winter right now. And this much stuff already happened, and we just literally just got into 2026. And I feel like this spring it should be ramping up for more of this type of stuff to go on as well. And also I have a feeling that this summer it's just gonna be like on it, like they're gonna be on it, because the United States already showed that, hey, we can do this, we can strike a country, we can go and we can take a president. Well, for Venezuela, I don't know if they're gonna ever try to do that to Russia or China. And we also have to watch out because with China, we get a lot of our stuff from China. Like, I'm pretty sure anything you get right now going to say made in China. Then you also have some stuff made in Taiwan and, let's say, maybe Korea. We get some stuff from Canada, if I'm not mistaken. I never seen anything that say made in Russia, but I'm pretty sure there's at least something that's been shipped to the United States that say made in Russia. But the point is, we had the tariff situation that happened a few months ago or a few years ago, one of them. And let's just use China as an example. Again, we get a lot of stuff from China. So what happened if China just get enough with the United States, how we is messing with like who their friends are that they're good with, countries that they're good with, and just stop sending us stuff, period, because they kind of tired of like, hey, you're doing this and this is payback for when you did this. You don't think these countries are keeping track of what is going on and what the United States is doing? And then also here in North Carolina, up in the Charlotte area or just outside of Charlotte, I think it's Mint Hill. A guy was arrested for planning a terror, if I'm not mistaken, a terror attack for New Year's. So they stopped that, if I'm not mistaken. So that was also what's gonna go on, and we gotta watch out for terror attacks as well, just because everything that's going on, especially what just happened in Venezuela and what the United States did. Again, some people seem happy about it, some people seem not happy about it. If I'm not mistaken, things really went off the rails. When COVID hit back in 2020. Things really just went crazy. People started losing their mind. And it just seemed like it's just getting worse and worse and worse. Then again, we have the wars going on with Russia and Ukraine. And then let's not forget about the planes that's been crashing. And then also last year we had back in 2024, no, I think it happened in 2025. Earlier, back in 2025, we had the LA fires that went on. And then when they got those situated, a few weeks later, both Carolinas started having wildfire issues, which sounded like it was sabotage. And then also with the LA fires, there was videos that some people was actually starting these fires, which something telling me that those could have been sleeper cells, but I could be wrong. Some probably just wanted something to keep going on and on just to add fuel to the fire. It's just ridiculous at this point. And things ain't as cheap as they used to be back in the day. Things are more expensive, like gas and stuff like that, and we all know it's affecting our day-to-day lives. Like if you drive, you have to put gas in. Depending on what vehicle you have, you pay more gas than others, or you drain more gas, again, depending on what vehicle you have. No matter if you have an electric vehicle, if I'm not mistaken, you have to pay to charge your vehicle. I think there's some free charging stations out there, but I don't think all charging stations are free. And then we got like climate change going on right now, because literally places is seeing, well, let's say back in January earlier of 2025, places seen snow that you really don't hear about seeing snow at all. Like Louisiana had a massive snowstorm, and then I think it traveled across Mississippi, Alabama, and then Florida, out of all places, like the northern part of Florida had some snow that fell. And there should be pictures out there, but like seeing snow on the beach is actually really cool. But the point I'm trying to get is, you don't know what national disaster is going to come your way, because people are still recovering here in North Carolina from Hurricane Helene. Most of you guys know in the mountains of North Carolina, Helene, I think it was a tropical storm when it came, and or it could have been a hurricane, but I think it was more of a tropical storm when it came. And when it made it to North Carolina, and it tore the western part of North Carolina up in the mountains up. Everybody know about what happened there. So if you are recovering from that, hope you guys are recovering well. Oh, and also for the ones that was affected by the LA fires. So that's that for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, there will be more of these videos coming out on this channel. I just wanted to pop this one out there for you guys. And also, since I know how to screen record, because when I did on my other channel, it was kind of like harder, but I feel like it's much easier to be able to screen record for you guys, and you guys can see the article yourself than first me having to like crop this, screenshot this, put in the editor and all that other stuff. So now that I'm able to screen record, you guys can see for yourself the article, and you guys can see the source as well, because I know a lot of you guys, and it makes more sense to put the source of where you're getting your information from, so people know it's real and not somebody just going on the internet is making it up and just to get views and clicks and stuff like that. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be careful out there if you got to go to work, or you're watching this and you're in school, college, wherever, and you have to interact with people because of the flu that's going around. Places like I think Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, New York, I think New York City itself, Arizona, I think California is like It's like in the middle, if I'm not mistaken. But the places I mainly just named out is at not a very high. We went from very high to very very high of the flu. So yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, on Christmas Day, it's or Christmas week. I think it was on Christmas Day. 3,300 and something people was in the hospital in North Carolina alone just from the flu. And this flu is causing a lot of people pain and stuff like that. So if you guys, again, work in like businesses or you interact with people, if you go to school, college, wherever, make sure you guys are sanitizing and try to stay safe out there and be vigilant. Because stuff that's going on, especially again that what just happened, you never know what can happen or who's mad, what's going through somebody's head. So with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. I'm gonna film another video for you guys, and yeah, be safe out there, and it's a Run Day out.